Well, hello you all. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Josie, and this is episode 2 of the Plus Size Diaries. In the last episode, I answered questions 1 through 15 of this AI generated plus size question prompt that I asked. So today we're gonna finish up the other 15 questions. Hopefully you all enjoy this video. Please consider subscribing if you do. It would help out my channel so much. I appreciate all of your support. But yes, so we did 1 through 15. Let's do 16 through 30. And please leave down below. After this, I am considering a few ideas, but I would love to know what other things that you would like to talk about on this channel. Really, there aren't any hard no's that I am willing to discuss. So put whatever you want down below in the comments and let's chat about it on these episodes. That's kind of what this is all about. Like I said, I want this to be a very safe, a very open space for us to just chat with each other and, you know, kind of just have a platform of like-minded people that go through the same things as a plus size body. So let's get into it. This question, if you see me looking down again, it's because I printed these off. So this next question is, what are some self-care practices that help you feel confident in your body? I don't think that really I have any self-care. Actually, I take that back. The biggest thing that I do that makes me feel good is to get ready. Obviously, I don't get ready every day. On my days off, except for when I'm filming for you guys, I do not get ready. I like to relax. I like to enjoy my time off because I don't get much of it. So, but I do notice that when I get up, get ready, do something, whether it be hair and makeup, just hair, just makeup, even just mascara sometimes will make me feel better. And definitely just getting dressed. If I actually take the time to get out of my pajamas and get dressed, I am much more likely to get things done. So I guess that would be some form of self-care, but let me know down below what you all do for self-care practices. But I think what gives me that confidence boost is definitely just getting myself together, because it kind of motivates me to go about my day and feel better about myself. Question 17 is, have you ever had a memorable experience related to being plus size that you'd like to share? This one is totally like you all and this platform and TikTok as well. I have a little bit more of a following on TikTok, but we are growing over here pretty quickly. And to be honest, I like you guys better. But really, that's my biggest memorable experience, is just putting myself out there and being confident enough to share what I'm shopping, what I'm doing, my life, like anything that I share on both of these platforms. I never thought that I could, and I will always remember when I worked one of my first jobs at a daycare. I had a really sweet coworker there, and she said, you need to be posting something on social media, because she was always talking about like my outfits and things that I would wear to work. She was like, you need to do something on social media. I will never ever forget that comment, and she kind of is what like pushed me to want to try it out, and I'm doing pretty well with it. I mean, I just feel good being a voice for plus size people. So definitely that's my most memorable experience, is just putting myself out here on a platform like this for you all, you know. Question 18 is, how do you feel about the inclusivity of sizing in mainstream fashion brands? It sucks. We pointed on this last time, but specifically like brands that are really popular, right? So the Lululemon and the Free People and American Eagle and like those brands that are so popular that do not go past an XL. Some cases don't even go past a large. What world are we living in that things are not going past a large? That's crazy. There are so many different types of bodies in this world. So yeah, it's awful. It's really awful. And then the thing I think that bugs me the most is they will start selling like XXL and be like, we've extended sizes, as if we're supposed to like throw them a pizza party because that they extended past an XL. Like an XXL is barely past an XL because it's not a traditional 2X. So yeah, it's awful. We have a lot of work to do. And like I said, I could do a video just talking about my thoughts on fashion and the industry and what all needs to be done and like have we come any sort of way. So if that's a topic of discussion you're interested in, let me know. Next up, what are some of your favorite plus size fashion trends? I don't follow trends too terribly, but I think probably my favorite just thing to see is plus size people not being so afraid to wear things that are not flattering. I touched on this on the last video. Just things that we usually wouldn't wear in the past because of the fear of judgment or criticism from wearing them. I love to see people out in crop tops and short shorts and bikinis and all of these things that we shouldn't wear because we're fat. So I love to see it. I think that is probably my favorite, I guess, just trend, or maybe it would be kind of considered more of an evolution. But I don't know really about trends because I don't follow them that well, but I love that we are kind of getting away from everything cold shoulder, everything peplum, everything tunic, and just being more, I guess, like the straight sizes. So that's what I think about that. How do you think society's perception of plus size individuals has evolved over the years? I think it's not specific to plus size. I just think humans have evolved in their perceptions of people that are not exactly like them. Not fully. We still have quite a ways to go in that too, but I don't think it's necessarily towards plus size people, because there definitely is still like criticism and hate and just this perception that if you are bigger, then you are totally unhealthy. And there are many people, including myself, who are bigger people but have normal blood work, normal labs, you know, relatively healthy, right? We just have a bigger body. So I don't think that we have kind of evolved greatly. I think there's still a lot of work to be done. And have we specifically evolved in plus size? I don't think so. I think that we just became, as a society, right, more accepting of people who are not exactly like us. But that's very, still a lot of work to be done on that, I think. What advice would you give to someone who is new to embracing their plus size body? So I will say that a lot of people that I went to high school with, I still am friends with them on Facebook, right? Just from going to school together. And a lot of them have put on weight. Now, whether that is because of like children, hormonal imbalances, or anything, really, there's so many things that could contribute to weight gain. I see that and I just wonder like how these people are feeling in their new body, especially when some of these people used to be people that would pick on me in school for my size, that I wish I looked like when I was in school. You know, I always think of that, and I just say that because that's just real, right? Like, I don't want to mean like I am now judging these people because they're bigger. I just think that life evolves, and had those people probably been the size that they are now, they wouldn't have said those things. But in high school, obviously that is a totally different world, and we're not like quite thinking as adults. But anyway, long story long with that, I think it's important to realize that something has likely happened that has made you gain that weight. Or maybe you have been plus size your entire life, but you've spent, like I did, several years hating your body, and now you're finally deciding to say like, screw this, I'm done feeling this way about my body. The biggest advice that I can give you is to just be easy on yourself. Be patient, because it definitely takes time to grow into somebody who can look in the mirror and be happy with the way that they look. Like I said in the last video, I still have days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I wish I could lose some weight. I wish I didn't have this big double chin. My stomach is so much bigger than the rest of my body. I'm human, and we're all human. And that's why I say, like, give yourself so much grace, because you're gonna have days where you just cannot stand it. But then there's gonna be days where like you put on a cute outfit, or somebody gives you a compliment, or you just wake up feeling really good about yourself that day. And you're gonna feel so good. So I think, like I said in the last video, follow like-minded people on social media, because social media takes up a lot of our lives now, and we're kind of consumed by what we see. So follow plus size people who make you feel good about yourself. Try as best as you can not to let the negative thoughts or negative people interfere with your progress, and then give yourself grace. Allow yourself to feel not so great one day, because odds are the next day, and maybe even the next day or a week later, you will get back to that point and feel good about yourself. So just keep pushing, keep going. You got this, and this is what this channel or this series is for, right? So come to us in the comments and be like, I feel like crap. Let us hype you up. That's what I want this to be for. So hopefully that helps. Next up, how do you express your personal style through fashion as a plus size person? I touched on this a little bit last time. I really, as I'm getting older, go for much more comfort than what I used to, I think. But I love bright colors. I'm not afraid to make a statement. I love statement pieces. I like comfort, like I said, but I also like to get dressed up, and I like to, put on jeans and blouses and, tighter fitting things, like sexy looks. I kind of like it all. I think that I used to be so afraid to share certain parts of me, like what I like to wear, and I stuck with the flattering things growing up because I was afraid of what people would think of me. But letting go of that fear of what is somebody going to think if I walk out of the house like this, it's actually so liberating, because you will find that you will leave the house and nobody will say a damn word to you. They won't say a word. Or if you even do get a look, like, those people are not going to go home and say, gosh, that girl that was at that event, she was wearing that outfit and she was showing her stomach and that was just so weird. They don't care. They'll give you that little glance like, oh, that's different. And then they'll move on about their day. And anyway, who cares about what people think? They're not you, and they're not your immediate circle, and you don't have to ever see or speak to that person again. So I think that I just express myself by wearing what makes me feel really good, and I think that I've came a really long way. I like like I said, the bright colors, the kind of non-traditional plus size outfits that you would normally see. So I think that's the way that I express mine. How do you handle situations where people make insensitive comments about your size? It takes really thick skin, and you shouldn't have to have that thick skin, because these are all presumably adults, right? Or up and coming adults that make these comments, and you just shouldn't have to tell somebody how to be nice to somebody. I really just try to think that these people probably have insecurities that I no longer have, and they probably in some case might wish that they were looking the way that I looked, or were wearing the outfit that was a little bit tighter, or did show their arms like I am today. I really do just try to think that these people are projecting their insecurities onto me because it makes them feel better in a brief moment, right? To project themselves onto somebody else. It still hurts, right? These comments still bother me. But I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt, and you're going through something, and everybody's entitled to have an opinion, right? Like when I post on here and I do fashion things, there are people that say oh, you could get a better supportive bra, or oh, you should go up one size. It's okay if it gets a little loose. And I think that this one is a little too short. Any of those comments, right? And that's fine. You're allowed to think that about yourself. But as I said, I think in one of the comments, the good thing is you don't have to wear it the way that I wear it, right? You can buy that next size up. You can wear a longer top. You don't have to wear the things that I wear. I am just getting on here to show my hauls because I thoroughly enjoy filming videos like this. I like to shop. I like to show you the things that I buy in hopes that it inspires somebody else to not be afraid to step outside of this box that society has put us in what we are supposed to wear. So the hate is going to come with that. The insensitive comments are going to come with that eventually. I just really try to handle it by giving them the benefit of the doubt, or really just saying who cares? And honestly, if it gets to the point where I feel like this person is consistently trying to make me feel bad, then I just block them and I'll never have to see or hear from them again. Next up here is, what are some resources or communities that have helped you on your body positivity journey? So there is one group specifically. Oh crap, guys, here's the train. Stand by. As I was saying, there is a community on Facebook that is from she is or was a YouTuber. Curves, Curls, and Clothes, I believe is her handle. Her name is Megan. I know that for sure. She created a community on Facebook. It is so positive over there. If I can find the community, I'll link it down below. It's just like groups full of plus size people that they will share outfits or get opinions or just share what's going on in their life. It's always very positive over there, and I absolutely love it. So I will share that group down below, but otherwise it's just social media, right? Like, I don't have a lot of people in my universe, my world, that are plus size. I have a friend who kind of teeters between straight and plus size, but I would love to have a community of people in my area that are plus size that would love to go out and like do things like go to the movies or go to just different events or go to a pool party. Like, I have seen on social media, there is like some groups that are, they're a little bit farther away from me, right? So in order to attend one of these events, I would definitely have to plan for it. But there was like a huge plus size pool party, and I kept seeing on Facebook the event, like, you know how Facebook has like the events section. I thought, how freaking cool would that be to just go and have a pool party with a bunch of plus size people? That would be so, so, so fun. Who knows, like maybe I should create a group like that in my area. I'm sure that there are plus size people who are also feeling somewhat isolated. I live in a super small town. There's not too much going on here. So maybe I should create a group of like plus size people who just want to chill and hang out. Like, I don't know, maybe I should. Something to think about for sure. Number 25, we are almost there. How do you think the fashion industry can better cater to plus size individuals? I feel like a lot of these questions are kind of hinting at the same fact. So I'm sorry if it is kind of repetitive, but I just think that they should be providing sizes that are true plus size. Like, don't say that you go up to an XXL when it's like so small, right? An XXL will barely fit somebody who is a true 2X. I think offer sizes that are like extra, extra small through like 6, 7, 8X, you know, or even more than that, truly. But I think that that would be an amazing start, right? Is to at least, at minimum, start extra, extra small through 4X, because that could cater to a lot of different bodies. Now, I think it could be way more, you know, I think, like I said, you could go all the way up to like 8X. There are a lot of bodies, right? And like, we deserve to wear the same type of clothes that other people wear just because we're a little bit larger. Plus, think about the money that these companies would make, right? Like Lulu and Free People, if you all decided to expand your sizing, every person like myself who has wanted to try, especially Free People for me, because I love their styles on the website, I would spend money there. So like, why wouldn't you take that extra step, spend a little bit of money to get it started, right? Your income is going to be way greater than your investment. So I don't know, it's just like common sense to me, and I just can't quite understand why it is 2024 and we haven't evolved more in the plus size department. What are your thoughts on the importance of representation of diverse body types in the media? It's so important, right? It makes everybody feel more seen, more heard, more valued as a person. And I think it would help a lot with people who are not feeling as confident in their skin to see a variety of people who look totally different. I think we have come a little bit of a ways, like I said, but not necessarily through plus size, right? I think we have came a ways through like gender, through skin tones, through disabilities, through things like that. But I think plus size, we still have quite a ways to go, because there is no plus size fashion, or a lot of plus size fashion, right? So there's no opportunity to have that diverse plus size because there is no plus size to begin with. So you can't model plus size women if you don't have plus size to model. So yeah, I think we have a long way to go, but it's so, so, so important because it will make people feel so much better about their skin. Like me, growing up, if I had seen larger bodies on mannequins or in magazines, or if I was ordering from a catalog, you know, during my times growing up, now like it's totally different. But if I were to see those plus size people, I probably would have felt a hell of a lot better about myself growing up. Next up, this seems like a very similar question, so I'm just going to make this one very, very, very brief, but it says, how do you stay confident and comfortable in your own skin? I basically answered this. I just allow myself to have bad days, right? I don't always have to feel so amazing about the way that I look, but I just try to get that negativity out of my head and think about everything that this body has provided me and all of the things that I've been able to do in this body. And that's pretty cool. Like, it's a pretty good life, you know? So I just try to think of things that way and just shift that mindset to more of a positive mindset. And that usually helps. This next question, it's a big one. And I think that this could be a conversation all of its own as well. What do you wish more people understood about being plus size? So let me think. There's probably just two that I'll touch on for the sake of this video. And I think that we could kind of go more into this, but plus size people are people. That's the biggest one, right? Like we have feelings and we have opinions and we have thoughts and we have emotions that are just as much as somebody who is straight size. So to downgrade us or to make us feel like we are less than because of how big we are, I just wish that more people understood that toll that it takes on so many people and how long it takes to come back from feeling that negative emotion or negative body image, negative self-image. It's really a challenge and it takes a long time. So I just wish that more people understood that we are human and we deserve the same love and respect and everything that a straight size person does. And then number two is I wish that more people understood that being plus size does not mean that you are unhealthy. I know I touched on this earlier. You can be fat, you can have excess weight, but still be healthy. You can have normal labs, normal blood results, normal movement, normal everything, and just be in a larger body. It doesn't mean that you necessarily, something is so wrong with you. You're obese and you're unhealthy and you're going to die. Like, that is just the stupidest mindset that we've created. Like, obese people are going to die. Yeah, I mean, like, everybody's going to die. We're all going to die eventually, right? But like, just because of the weight that we are, doesn't mean that we're going to die necessarily faster than somebody who is smaller. You know what I mean? This could be a very, 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 very big, long topic. So yeah, let me know down below if it's something that you would be interested in talking more about, but those are the two biggest ones for me. This next one is interesting. So how do you feel about the term curvy in relation to plus size bodies? I don't love it. I don't love that websites have made this curvy section, which is still not true plus size, or if it is, it's only like up to a 3X and it's still made as the straight sizes were, so it's not as accommodating to a plus size body. Especially like the biggest one that I can think of is American Eagle, or actually like Abercrombie Hollister, all of those that have curvy jeans, but that's the only curvy plus size thing that you're offering. Like, be so for real, that makes no sense. And the curvy, right, in those specific brands, like in my mind, it's hips and butt. So that's the only thing that is being made more of. So it's not curvy, right? Or, I mean, I guess it is curvy because people with larger hips, larger busts usually have more curves, but even that is not necessarily true, right? Because their stomachs and their breasts could be like totally different. It's curvy is not accurate, I guess, is the bottom line for me. Curvy is not really an accurate word. Curvy on those kind of jeans, I guess, just mean like they are gonna accommodate larger hips and bust, bottom, which is cool, right? But if that's the only thing that you're selling in larger sizes or larger items, that's stupid. And then curvy in like straight size shops that have extended size section, us being led to this different tab on the website, right, that says curvy. Like, that doesn't make me feel special. That doesn't make me feel good. Like, woo, curvy. It just means that you have these plus sizes, but you want to put us in a box away from everybody else. Like, I don't like the concept. I love Old Navy and what they did with making all the sizes in one place, in one location. You can filter down, right? And even in store, you're looking at one item on a rack that has those sizes. So it's not really that hard to find your size. So I love what they did with that, and I applaud them for that. I think a lot more companies need to get on board with that, because we're just being put into this box, right? Curvy is just another word for you're different than straight size people. So here you go. Here's your damn website. Like, take what you need. You know, it doesn't feel special, and it doesn't feel inclusive at all to me. Last question. What are some of your favorite ways to celebrate and embrace your body as a plus size person? This answer is really easy for me. It's here, right? Like on YouTube, on TikTok. This is my absolute favorite way to celebrate and embrace being a plus size person. Chatting with you all about these topics makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel good. It makes me want to continue this. So I really hope that this reaches who it needs to. And please, if it does reach you, let me know down below that, you know, you enjoy it, you find it interesting. Consider subscribing, because I do these like probably once every couple of weeks, because I know that it is just sit down and talking. So it takes a specific audience to find interest in videos like these. But I truly do believe with time, we're going to get there and build that audience. So hopefully you all enjoy this content. But yeah, that's my biggest way I embrace myself, is just by continuing to put myself out there, continuing to break the status that you have to look a certain way to be an influencer. Specifically, you have to look a certain way to be a plus size influencer, because for the longest time when I looked at plus size influencers, they had this stellar, perfect body. And of course, people want to follow along because they wish that their body looked like that. So I want people to follow me because my body looks like theirs in the present and makes them feel less alone in their body, you know, and their weaknesses and their strengths and the way that they're feeling. Like, that is what I'm here for. And that's what makes me feel good, makes me feel empowered. And it just, yeah, it's such an amazing feeling to be on this platform and be on TikTok and just sharing how I feel and what I'm wearing and what I'm up to. And if I found this cute thing on sale or whatever, like, it's truly so empowering. And I'm so thankful that a lot of you have decided to join me on this journey. It means the absolute world to me. That is gonna do it for episode 2 of the Plus Size Diaries. I really hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that it resonates with some of you. It makes you feel less alone in the way that you're feeling, or makes you feel validated as a plus size person. I hope that you enjoy it. I truly like filming these. I leave like filming this feeling so good. So I hope that it continues to grow on the upward instead of flopping, because I really enjoy talking about these. So I hope you will stay tuned for further episodes, and I will catch you in the next one.